pretty, Lori.
Yay! Hi, Matt Kayla. Hi, Ariel.
Oh, I missed you.
We're waiting for a couple more contestants, and I believe Mr. Oscar is live right now. So we'll just give the other contestants a couple minutes.
Yes, we are on Facebook Live. We are recording the Zoom session so we can post it to YouTube later. So we're just waiting for the last few people to join. And looking at the Facebook account, it is actually live. So there are people watching. So.
Anybody know of another virtual pageant that might have happened? Or is this the first?
I think we are the first.
Good job.
Yeah.
Just
There's a
as
lot of
Miss Indigenous Aid.
They did theirs?
Yes, they did theirs live. That's the only one that I know of.
Wow, awesome.
Welcome, Kaylana.
So should we wait a few more minutes for other guest speakers and contestants then?
Let's go ahead and wait about 5 more minutes. That'll take us up to about 6:10, and then we'll get started with our program here.
Good evening, Lulu.
Good evening. Wait, can everyone hear me? Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for letting me be here with you all today. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for joining us this evening. So before we get started, I'm Ms. Chi. I'm the principal here at Pageant Accelerated Middle School. I headed a pageant committee here in our district to, have this pageant done virtually for our Miss PAMS and also Miss Pageant High School. And there's several people here in the room. So we do have Miss Sharon Watson here from Chinle area. She's a former Miss Navajo, Sharon Watson Murray. We also have some of our contestants here this evening. We have Miss Sophie Shorty. She's from the Chinle area, also a former Miss Navajo. We have Miss Indigenous ASU here this evening with us as well. And we have Dolly Manson here with us this evening. She's also a former Miss Navajo who will also be a judge for our competition. And our contestants we have currently joining us is Michaela Begay. She's running for Miss PHS. We also have Ariel Begay. She's also running for Miss PHS. And just looking around my screen here, we have Kaylana Nelwood. She's running for the Pageant Accelerated Middle School pageant. And we have Chanel Begay here as well this evening. She's also running for the Pageant Accelerated Middle School pageant. I'd just like to really thank the committee just before we get started for putting this all together. This is something new for a lot of us here. All the tally sheets had to be online and through Google Sheets, and getting everybody up to speed with that was a learning experience, but I think we've got it down pat now. So just wanted to introduce everybody to each other and, before we get started here for the evening.
Looks like all high school contestants are here, so thank you for coming, girls.
Thank you to all of you who are watching on Facebook Live. I want to give a shout out to Ms. Foster, Gerald Begay. We also have Joni Yazzie and Adrian Gray Eagle. Shina, thank you for joining us this evening, as well as Shelly. We've got Shelly on here, and Nita, Dale, thanks for joining us through Facebook Live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us through Facebook Live. This is our first virtual pageant here in the Pageant Unified School District. I'm Ms. Chi. I'm the principal here at Pageant Accelerated Middle School. We'll go ahead and get started with our program this evening. I'll hand it over to Ms. Ellery Mead, who is our current Ms. PAMS, and also to Michaela Johnson, who is our current Ms. PHS.
Welcome to the 2020-2021 Pageant Accelerated Middle School and High School Pageants. Yat shikedo shne do baalta Ellery Medianche, Bilgana Welsh Nishle, Dotiatse Italian Bashchin, Bilgana English Dashache, Bilgana Romanian Dashanella, Shma Doshje a Pamela Mead do Shan Midoya, Shmasana Dosche a Dan Cook do Jim Cookoya, Shnasta Seal Carino do Shnastin Barry Mead Williet and Pinyan Det Nasha. Michaela Johnson and I will be the MC for the event tonight. We appreciate everyone for attending and for all the planning and hard work that went into the virtual princess pageant tonight. We would like to start with opening remarks from Sharon Watson. Miss Watson represented Chinle and was crowned Miss Navajo Nation in 1991 to 1992.
Thank you. Yadze ta se lo shik edo shikne. She Sharon Watson ein chiedo. Kia aini ein slo nat otene e bashichin. Bi between e dash chedo des chini e dashanale. Jimli do e ayisina shado. Akuda e shiyaho ato ati shinjik ati kudo hawado e ke hest e do akuda e hidishnish. Sha'altana e isla. Do this a non-nation lini hashin so a ben the altana baalt agi a atra national coho I could out a nihijit outside scene dole do yat e. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sharon Watson Murray. I'm a retired House Clan born for the Tobacco People Clan. I'm originally from Chinle, Arizona. I was born and raised here in Chinle, and I still currently live here at home, and I'm glad to always start my daily journey from the home that I grew up in and the land that I live in, and I'm very thankful for that. I have 5 children, and I currently work for Chinle Unified School District, the Saley Public School. In Saley, I work as an academic coach, and I work with students from pre-K to 8th grade. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy working with students, and I enjoy providing the opportunity for students and youth in our community to, through education, to provide the necessary tools to be a productive citizen and to allow opportunities for our youth to find their hopes and dreams through education. So my focal point a lot is spent on education. I think as a young girl growing up, I grew up in the field of education when my mom worked at a boarding school. And at this point, I always knew that the education was very important. And it's quite interesting that you asked me to be here tonight with a pageant that is centered and cored around education. I thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight and to share a positive message with you. And I'm very thankful to be part of this historic virtual event. From my understanding, not very many, but this is one of the rare virtual pageants that's taking place. So the current Pinyon Accelerate Middle School Princess and the high school, the Pinyon High School Princess, thank you for the opportunity to be here, the willingness and desire to reach out and continue to move forward despite the pandemic that we may be experiencing. Through the pandemic, we've learned a lot about family. I know I've learned a new meaning of family. It has definitely brought us back to a core, as you could say in a Hogan. It's bringing us back to our Hogan to be close together, a close-knit family, to be able to share the love and to share teachings that had been given to us. And I think that's this time right now. We may be faced with troubled times, but however, I appreciate the times that I had to spend time with my family, to be able to look out for each other and to help and guide one another through these trying times. So many of us are probably also experiencing those same opportunity, but it's also, I feel that this pandemic has been a learning opportunity for all of us. It has allowed us to think about the four core values of life and the four educational values of it's allowed us to go back to our basics and to understand the fundamentals of life and the importance of understanding our culture and our heritage. And opportunities through pageants such as this allows us to share our skills and talents that our parents and our grandparents have provided us, and to allow us to share with others a piece of the knowledge that we have. Every day we're given necessary tools and skills to be successful in our own life. At the age that I'm at right now, I won't tell you how old I am. However, at the current age that I'm in, I'm still taking classes as well. I feel like there's so much to learn. There's so much advancement through the field of education. And in Navajo culture, we're always told that every day you learn something new. And through the pageants and opportunities that we give to our young women, that we gain new knowledge every day through pageant experiences. I too had my fair share of participating in pageants. And in 1991-92, I was crowned Miss Navajo Nation. During the duration of being Miss Navajo, I had the opportunity to meet a lot of people, had an opportunity to travel all over the world. And I did this at a young age of 18. I just graduated high school, and I had strong ladies in my family who are like, you are going to prepare for a pageant. They didn't allow me time to go experience life and go live on my own. It was like straight to Winter Rock. So I started at a very young age and started to make pathways for myself. And contestants and the current royalty, I encourage you to create your own pathways for yourself. And one of the necessary tools to arm yourself with is education. Education is very important to strive forward, and to persevere today and to be successful requires an education. I like to always tell little kids when they get discouraged with reading, I always say, don't you want to have a driver's license someday? And they're like, yes. Don't you want to drive a vehicle? Yes. Well, guess what? You have to read a driver's license manual book to be able to get a driver's license. So we need to learn how to read now. So it's giving you the necessary tools to be who you want to be. And you can't do this without your family. You can't do this without the support of the people who love you most. And this is very important, like I mentioned, in the stage that we are currently in right now. The teaching in the home is very sacred, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be able to share those customs and teachings to family members, and in the future to your kids and to your grandkids, and to keep those customs alive. Also the same core value with our culture and our heritage. So I thank you all for being able to arm yourself with culture and language. And I appreciate that, and encourage you to continue to do the same thing as well. We learn a lot from our experiences. We learn a lot from our mistakes. We also gain a lot from positive experiences as well. But most importantly, I want to encourage you to believe in yourself and be all that you are, and to know that you will be faced with obstacles in life. However, through your teachings, through support of your family, any obstacle, you can overcome any obstacles in your life. And most importantly is to never give up, to always stay positive, to have the will to find a way to make it happen. Okay, and there's always no barriers from holding you back. So the contestants who are participating tonight, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity for us to experience this virtual pageant, to see what, for you to demonstrate your talents and your skills through Zoom is quite interesting. And I look forward to seeing what you're able to demonstrate tonight. And then most importantly, it's an opportunity to bring your community together. This is probably the only social event we've been to in a very long time, to see different faces and familiar faces and make new friends. But this is a new norm. This is what we're faced with today. And this is a great opportunity to give thanks for what we have and what we still have to gain, and to be appreciative of all the things that we have been given. And with that, I like to say thank you. Enjoy your evening tonight. Again, do your best and give it your all, and to keep striving forward, and to remember that to arm yourself with the necessary tools to be successful, and it's taking things one day at a time. Okay, so thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Watson. We appreciate your words of knowledge and encouragement. Yate anolso shike shidene chishin shle ashim bashishin belagana deshike islana deshinele zitnata detnasha Michaela Johnson Unishia. I am the Miss PHS Princess 2019-2020. I am also an athlete, activist, and artist. I would like to thank our special guests here with us today. After the traditional talent portion of our pageant, we will get an opportunity to hear from our invited guests. Ellery and I will introduce the guests and judges now.
Unfortunately, Miss Parrish is not able to join us, but we appreciate her support and participation in other events.
One of our guests who is here is Lorez Piera, or Lulu, is this year's Miss Indigenous ASU 2020-2021. She is Hichiratum and Nyome, and a member of the Tohono O'odham Nation. Lulu is a sophomore of ASU, double majoring in Justice Studies and American Indian Studies. Lulu is very passionate about educating, empowering, and advocating for the indigenous communities of North America, and hopes to continue those efforts.
Sharon Watson, Miss Navajo Nation in 1991 to 1992, is from Chinle and currently works for Chinle Unified School District as an academic coach. She graduated from Prescott College. Sophie Shorty was also Miss Navajo Nation from 1988 to 1989 and is from Del Muerto, north of Chinle. She is an ASU alumni and works at Chinle Unified School District. And finally, we welcome Chris Osgard, Pinyon Unified School District Superintendent. Mr. Osgard started his 25th year with PUSD this year. He graduated from South Dakota State University with a degree in history and education and received his master's in educational leadership from JCU.
Okay. We would also like to introduce our judges for tonight. Our judges are Miss Sophie Shorty, former Miss Navajo Nation, Valencia Edgewater, who is Chisha, born for Tlisasana clan. Her maternal grandfathers are of Kia'ani clan, and her paternal grandfathers are of Tedishkijni. Mrs. Edgewater resides in the community of Hard Rock with her husband and children. Her children are born from Maidishkijni clan from Greasewood Springs. She is the Dene Studies Coordinator for Pinyon Unified School District. Another judge is Dr. Dolly Manson, former Miss Navajo Nation from 1981 to 1982, and Miss Indian Arizona from 1982 to 1983. Dr. Manson is Chisha and born for Rock Gap people. She has a degree in psychology and a master's of art in special education from the University of New Mexico, and a doctorate of curriculum and instruction from New Mexico State University. Ms. Manson teaches Dene language at Pinyon High School.
Additional judges tonight are Mr. Jonathan Allen. Mr. Allen is the PUSD business manager and has been with the district for the last 4 years. Mr. Allen has a degree from Fort Lewis College in business management. And Ms. Andrea Charlie. Ms. Andrea Charlie teaches Navajo language and culture at Pinyon Accelerated Middle School. She served in the U.S. Air Force and studied bilingual education at ASU and has a master in education from NAU. We would now like for the contestants to introduce themselves as the first element of the first element to be judged this evening. We will start with contestant number 1 from Pinyon Accelerated Middle School, Nicole Begay, although she is not here currently. So moving on to contestant number 2, Chanel Begay.
Ellery, can you hear me? Okay. Ja, ish, get it all, shouldn't it? Chanel Begay and Sha. Now, Karina and Ashna. What now he bashchin, my dashkin national, touching it dash che. Shema Rashanda, James Begay, Willia. Shaja Juan Begay, Willia. Shema Sunday dosha che Maryland small dolia, small Willia. Shemas Chanel has stando, Chanel has seen Mary K. Begay do Juan T. Begay Senior Holy and Beg it Bahozana de Nasha.
Thank you, Chanel. Moving on to contestant number 3, Kaylana Nelwood.
Yat Kilana Nanisha. Tinajin in the Shlan, Torajini Bashichin, Ryanishkini Dashache, Tinajina Dashanella, Shimado Shaja, Kimberly do Alexander now, Warrior. I hear.
Our fourth contestant is Najoni Sosi, although she is not here. And thank you, Kaylana.
We will now move to the Miss PHS contestants, starting with contestant number 1, Ariel Begay.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, Edos Dene, Shay Arian, Junaba Begay, and Shay. I don't know, Slinigi Haskana, Nishle, my desk is the Bashin, King Ani Deshe, Hudson in National. Out Egos and Nishle, after now, Egg the Nasha. Ado, not that didn't egg can winch there. Has not other ash now, hey. Ado, like a Bahazone Ashin. Shema Doshaje Roberta da Arna Bigalia. Shamasana Doshache Valencia dot Jimmy Ray Willia. Chanel Hassan dot Chanel has TA Caroline dot Tony Galia. Sheik at Bilagai Hello everybody. Nice to meet y'all and hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. My name is Ariel Begay. I am from the Yucca Fruit Shangana Line clan, and I am born for the Kaidi Pass. I currently live at Burnt Corn Valley, but I am from the Natani area. I'm 16 years old. I go to school at Penn High School, and I am a junior. I'm glad to be here as one of the contestants.
Thank you, Ariel. Next is contestant number 2, Matt Kayla Begay.
Yat shik edo ado shidne she Matt Kayla Begay she ado nene nishingi tobahan nishe mind education bashi mind education does say toso ni dashna bitsige det nasha forslate should nache or shin shohowan Shaman do shija Marilyn do bigi do Matthew Begay Willia Chanela Hastine do Chanela Atsan Tony do Esther Begay Willia Shamasana do shiche Alice do Dick S Begay Willia Ashehat. Hello, my name is Matt Kale Begay. I am a Big Water Clan. I am born for Coyote Pass. My mom and my father is Marilyn and Matthew Begay. I am 16 years old. I'm a junior at Pageant High School. Ashehat.
Thank you, Matt Kayla. And we will move. And finally, we have contestant number 3, Natalie Shepard. Natalie, you're on mute.
Okay. That's actually in Natalie Unique Shepherd your shit. Identity handle got in the site when I had the Bashachin that's Tadachini no the net that's a chain I should need the Chanel I take it then oh my gosh today I return Danish oh yeah I can't do it I'm so bad.
You did a great job, Natalie.
The next portion of the contest is the traditional talent. Each contestant will have 3 minutes each. We will start with Miss PAMS. Chanel Begay.
Okay, hold up. Okay.
The Talawish, well, yeah, the net Nikliniki, Nitsi Betari, yes, the Shadeja, it's Betsy Betarisk is Do Tia Badeshli. tie. Di chico. Ado. Di bejo. Di ciscos. Cia. Di cia. Di cia. Ajisi. Yeah.
Great job, Chanel. Thank you to your older brother and your younger sister and your little puppy for joining us in your traditional talent. Next will be Kaylana Nelwood with her traditional talent.
Thank you. Ahead. Ado di patok ejincle. Di bei jahado nada be ajis no nada no na ke bejika. Ado di Beshide na ke bejika. Ado tosito na ke bejika. Contingency. Ado di mas ado di kadejika. Ado di toxic as do ashi bejika. Ado di to do ba do is Bado di Batok Asian Chile. Yeah.
Great job, Kaylana. Yeah. Usually in the live pageants, we have a taste of the cooking, but it looks delicious nonetheless.
Thank you, ladies. Now, Miss PHS contestants will perform their traditional talents, beginning with Ariel Begay.
Hello again, everyone. For my traditional talent, I'm going to be singing 2 songs. The first song, it is a veteran song. And when learning these songs, I wanted to give out a message that our veterans should be cherished in our hearts. And that's what this song has been said. Oh, hey, 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 Okay, for my second song, I will be singing this song it's very special to me and it has a lot of meaning behind it. As we all know that the COVID has changed our lives instantly and that many of our elders have been taken from us. And I think that it's very important for us to know that their teachings should always be cherished into our hearts. So that's what the song is about. Ya hey ne ya hey ne ya hey ne ya ho ho. Ya hey ne ya hey ne ya ho. Ya hey ne ya hey ne ya hey ne ya ho. Ya hey ne ya hey ne ya hey ne. Ya hey ne ya hey ne ya ho. Open your eyes and look around you. To all the beauty that surrounds you, the colors of the morning that surround you. This is your home. This is a place where you call home. Hey, Binashi, as you show away. Listen to your grandma, listen to your grandpa. To all the teaching in their eyes, the teaching in their hands, the teaching as they speak. Yeah, hey me, yeah, hey me, yeah, oh. I'm sorry, it's just very emotional right now. I can't go. That concludes my traditional talent. Thank you.
Thank you, Ariel. Next, we will have Michaela Begay.
Ayate Nana. For my traditional talent, I'll be singing a mountain song. When you sing these mountain songs, you can sing them when you're going out the 4 mountains or when you're coming back in. Okay, I'm gonna start. Hey ne yanga, jesi yenan ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa, jesi yenan ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa, jesi yenan ne sheshin ne la hey ye ne yo wo jesi yenan ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa, jesi yenan ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa. Jishiena ne sheshin ne la hey ne yo wo go sis na jiniye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa yo stay jishiye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Jisha ne taye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Asa hanawea apike hojuniye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa. Jishiena ne sheshin ne la hey ne yo wo zo so jishiye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Dog ishi jishiye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Jisha ne taye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Asa hanawea apike hojuniye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa. Jishiena ne sheshin ne la hey ne yo wo go isidiye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Aye, Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Asa hanawea apike hojoniye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa. Jishiena ne sheshin ne la hey ne yo wo di benisaya. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Ba jini jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Jisha ne taye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Asa hanawea apike hojoniye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa. Jishiena ne sheshin ne la hey ne yo wo jil na hu jishiye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Ah, yoshi jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Jisha ne taye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Just hanawea apike hojoniye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa. Jishiena ne sheshin ne la hey ne yo wo jijon iya. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Nik izi jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Jisha ne taye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne langa. Dasa hanawea apike hojoniye. Jishiena ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa. Jishiena ne sheshin ne la hey ne yo wo jishiena ne sheshin ne lo wo sheshin ne langa. Jishiena ne sheshin ne la hey ne yo wo. Ashehe.
Thank you, Matt Kayla, for that very knowledgeable song. I will use it next time. Next, we have Natalie Shepard, if you wish to have another chance.
I think Natalie has lost her connection, so if she does come back, we can move back to let her have a chance, but otherwise we shall move on. Good work, ladies, and congrats to all of you for your hard work. While the judges and the officials tally the points to decide tonight's winners, we have some remarks from our guests.
Miss Parrish could not make it, so now we will hear from Lourdes Pereira, Miss Indigenous ASU 2020-2021.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. I'm Chiquit Lourdes Pereira. My name is Lourdes Pereira. You can call me Lulu. It's a lot easier to pronounce. And I'm here in UMA. So I'm gonna have I'm really honored to be here with you all tonight. It's my absolute privilege to be here and just listen. Contestants, you all should be extremely proud of yourselves. You each did a fantastic job tonight, and we all know that it really takes a lot of guts to put yourself out there. I mean, it took me till I got to college for royalty and to put myself out there, and you all are doing that in your middle school and high, each of you are. I'm happy to go back to ASU and tell everyone that Pinyon Unified School District is creating some of the best recruiting contestants. No matter what happens tonight, you, each and every one of you are amazing leaders, and you're setting a great example of what that looks like for future students at your school and community members as well. So like stated previously in my introduction, I am a sophomore at Arizona State University, and I'm currently double majoring in Justice Studies and American Indian Studies. I'm also a part of the Hiachiratam tribe. Many people don't really know, but there's actually 4 different bands of Atham, which consist of the Tana Atham, which translates to desert people, and Akadmel and Onk Akadmel Atham, which translate to river people. And this name because we survived in the most sandiest and desolate parts of the Sonoran Desert, leaving us to travel from water source to water source. Our ancestral homelands extended from what is now the Nation Reservation, west to Yuma, Arizona, north to the banks of Salt River, and south to Puerto Peñasco, Mexico. The Hiachiratam land was actually purchased by the federal government in 1976 during the Indian Land Claims Act, and sold to the Thanatham Nation without our knowledge, unfortunately. So this left the Hiachiratam with nothing and forced us to absorb into the Thanatham Nation. But we didn't become if you want to learn more about the Hiachiratam or efforts within our process of being federally recognized, or even for the support, the Hiachiratam, or to support us during this time, you can check out the Hiachid Humachgums LLC website, which is just Hiachid, so it's HIACED.com. And this is actually why I chose my specific platform, which is amplifying Indigenous voices and identity through education. Growing up and being the daughter of the Hiachiratam chairwoman, I witnessed a lot of hardships firsthand that my people were going through. To certain extents, it just felt like we had no voice, because many people thought we were extinct, but we obviously weren't. I mean, I'm living proof. But going into spaces like middle school and high school years of academia, and even now in college, I could see that aside from other Atham tribes thinking we as Hiachiratam were extinct, people in America thought natives and indigenous peoples as a whole were extinct or going extinct, which again is not true. I mean, look at all these beautiful faces on the screen right now. You each are living proof. And while being in these spaces, in these whitewashed educational systems, it's hard not to, I should say, knowing the real history of our people. But what some of us don't really realize is our ancestors fought for us to be in these spaces and have pushed forth so many things to get us to where we are today. But those voices become silenced and overlooked throughout time because, again, these are made in a colonized ideologies. It was made for their own people to thrive and not for us, which is why it is each of us to be in these spaces throughout academia, whether that be elementary school, middle school, high school, doctorate program, undergrad, our Indigenous voice and reclaiming our space within academia, while also decolonizing these structures. I believe it's about intersectionality of our traditional knowledge, Indigenous identity, support of our Indigenous students, and amplifying and utilizing Indigenous students' voices. This is a step towards the process of dismantling the psychological damage that ingrained systematic colonial oppression has had with Indian country. I'm sorry about the dog barking in the background. We can seek revitalization for our people within education, and that would lead our people to a progressive future. Education is a vital tool to advocate against the massive amounts of injustices our people have faced. Education is the greatest equal discouraging. Stick through it because all your sacrifices will be worth it in the end. And just remember, you stand on the shoulders of multiple warriors who made these sacrifices to bring you thus far. And from time to time, of course, we need to remind, I'm gonna be culturally accurate here, the Laganas, whose land they're actually on. Oh, for us, we say Metagon, but I'm gonna, because we're here. So again, it's an absolute honor to be here tonight, and I appreciate you all sharing some of your culture with me. If anyone has any questions about higher education at ASU, or even how to get involved within the ASU community, or have any questions at all, just feel free to ask me. I'll even put my email in the chat. So thank you, Sapa.
Thank you to all of our judges and guests. We would like to share, and thanks Lulu, and we would like to share with you the other judged portion of this pageant, which is the modern talent. 3 of our contestants provided videos which were judged by the panel and will be calculated into the final scores to choose the winner. First up are the people that submitted a modern talent video was Kailana Nelwood, Ariel Bigay, and Michaela Bigay.
We didn't do the video, here's the audio. We didn't push the audio button. Stop.
Hello, my name is Kailana Nawad. My clans are Tsinajini Nishne, Toratini Bashichi, Maidashkijni Dashiche, Tsinajini Dashinele. I'm from Barkhorn Valley, and please wear a mask and stay safe.
Sorry, we're having some technical issues.
Hello, my name is Kaylana Nawad. My clans are Tsinajini Nishne, Tonatini Bashichi, my Dashkijni Dashiche, Tsinajini Dashinele. I'm from Barkhorn Valley, and please wear a mask and stay safe. Also, this is my modern talent.
Shay Ariel Najanabat Bigay and Shed. Adan Nanish Ninigi A Husk on her Zahanishle, my dash Gizni Bashichin, Kiani Dashiche, Hotsoni Dashnelle. A good echoes on Inishle. Ashna, a dat nasha. Ada not that dealed a cackwingsте. Hast Hans other ash nathe. Ada beck a bahal donna a shinginska. Shema doshe a Roberta do Arna Begawalia. Shema sana doshe a Valencia Yazi do Jimmy Raywalia. Chanel Hassan do Chanel has tea a Caroline do Tony Begawalia. She ake ed Belaganak edge behadest. Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Ariel Najanabat Begay. I come from the Yuckerfruit Strung-Out Lion clan. I am born for the Coyote Pass. My maternal grandfather is from the Towering House clan, and my paternal grandfather is from the Big Water clan. I am from the Natani area, but I currently reside at Burncorn Valley. I am 16 years old, and I am a junior at Pinyon High School. My parents are Roberta and Arnold Begay. My maternal grandparents are Valencia Yazi and Jimmy Ray. My paternal grandparents are Caroline and Tony Begay. Hello everyone. Today I will be presenting to you the Navajo Nation flag. I think it is very important for us to know about what the Navajo Nation flag represents and what it symbolizes, and also what it means to us, the Nez people. The Navajo Nation flag was designed by J.R. Degroat. It was a flag selected from 104 entries from the Navajo flag competition. The flag was adopted in 1968 from the Navajo Tribal Council. As you can see, this is the Navajo Nation flag. In the middle of the flag, there is a white disc. Inside the disc, there is 2 corn stalks, a domestic animal, and behind there is a mining and also forestry. These represent the Ned livestock. Next is the traditional hogan and the modern home. Between the two, there is an oil derrick, which symbolizes the resources of the potential of the Navajo Nation. You can see the sun and the oil derrick is connected together, which make a sawmill. The sawmill represents the progress and industry of the nation. Next, we'll be going on to the map. As you can see, there is a dark brown area, which was when the reservation was first originated, and it expanded onto what, as you can see, is the orange color. The reservation is located in 4 different states, as we know as the Four Corners. That is Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. These are the 4 circuit mounds that surround the reservation. In the north is the Black Mound, which is the Benson. In the east is the White Mound, which is called the Cisnagenet. In the south is the Blue Mountain, which is called Solzit. And in the west is the Yellow Mountain, which is called Tolkolosli. They all represent birth and continuing life. Lastly is the rainbow. The rainbow that has red, yellow, and blue. It symbolizes as harmony and balance. It is also symbolizes the beauty of the Navajo Nation. This concludes my presentation of the Navajo Nation flag. I hope that you have learned something from my presentation. Thank you for watching.
Shikeda Alushnash a Makilia Yensha, Alunana Shingi a Tobahanesha, my nephew to pursue my nephew just a total Nidashna. Bitsige det Nasha, Shumato Shija a Matito Marilyn Bigay William. Shumasana Dosha a Alice do Dick S. Bigay William. Chanela Asan Doshana has teen a Tony Bigay William. So I will be talking about Rainbow Life, as you can see. Okay, from the beginning of our lifetime, our parents prayed to Mother Earth for us to have a good life and a successful life. As you can see here, I labeled all like the colors of the rainbow. It says success, career, achieve, and learn. So every parent wants the best for their kids. My parents always say to me, get your education, go to college and become somebody. My dad usually says that to me through like my lectures and my prayers and stuff like that. That stuck with me every time I went to school. My perspective of Rainbow Life is talking about we start from school all the way into success. As of right now, I am a junior in high school that's barely having my life together. Technically meaning that, so right here, like it starts from school all the way into success. So it's like our lifetime as becoming a better person through education. We learn every day. School is the most important milestone in your life. Each year I attend conventions in Hopewell for school. And in the morning when every TV is out, there's always one person, like a motivational speaker that talks to kids in the morning, talk about school and how important that is. And this is all I hear is Ashona Otap Bohoa. So, meaning that he is saying that like you should go to school and like learn something. Seeing another person succeed makes another person want to succeed in their life. With education, you can get anywhere in life, and continue your education will be even better. You can have more opportunities with jobs, schools, and etc. Studying every day will get you a lot further. Life of a Rainbow taught me that my education is everything, and it can make me a better person and succeed in life. And also in education, learn your language, cultures, and teaching because it can get you a long life throughout your whole entire life, basically.
So I forgot to do an outro for my video. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. But yeah, bye.
Bad guy. Wait, hold on. I messed up. Let me try again.
Bad guy. Duh.
Thank you guys for your modern talents. Those are all really fun and really informative. Next, I will be sharing a slideshow about how my experience was for this year. And okay, cool. So this is my slideshow. I was the PAMS princess from 2019 to 2020, and here was my experience. In September of 2019, I received the crown and all the responsibilities of being a princess. Just as the contestants are, I was also scared and nervous, but I did my best and won. 2 days after, I received the crown and went to the Navajo Nation Fair. I had some experience walking in parades because I was the Pinyon Elementary princess, but it was still stressful and fun. With only 2 days' notice, all I had was a decorated wagon to pull and pass out pencils. Thankfully, Miss Crystal, boarding school, let me share her float, and we represented both of our schools together. This time, we got our own float, but we had to stay on the side of the road to decorate and get signed up before dawn. I shared the float with Miss PES Kayla Benton. It was fun to walk behind the float and sing. And as you can imagine, it was a good way to represent my school and the Diné language because people weren't expecting to hear Navajo singing and talking from me. A few weeks later, I joined the Pinyon Middle School float to help represent our academic and sports programs. We all took turns singing, chanting, and talking about our different activities. Before the Winslow Christmas Parade, I had gotten braces. I had to learn to sing and pronounce words, which was challenging with the new braces I had. In November 2019, I went to the 3-day JOM conference. This was the first time I had sung the national anthem in Navajo in front of a large crowd. I got to hang out with amazing people like Shandine Parrish, the current Miss Navajo Nation, and other royalties. I also got to hang out with Miss Mary Kim Titla from Unity. On the last day, I did a performance with the PAMS Native Club. Throughout my time, I performed with the Native Club. We went to competitions and local events. And Jara Charlie was our sponsor, and she did a wonderful job to help us showcase the language and culture. I also performed at other pageants, parent conferences, events, and chapter houses. I enjoyed representing the Pinyon community and sharing my message of the importance of the Diné language and the importance of caring for animals. During COVID, I wasn't able to attend events or parades, but I still wanted to give to the community. So along with working on my Girl Scout Silver Award, I started a fundraiser to collect dog and cat food. I made a video for YouTube to spread the message of how the coronavirus is affecting the Native people in our communities and how they can donate to get pet food and essential supplies to the areas in need. I continued to sew masks and collect donations to support our communities and during COVID. I want to thank Ms. Principal Chi, Andrea Charlie, Angela Shorthair, my family, and the whole Pinion community for their support. And great job, girls, on doing your modern talents, your traditional talents, and your introductions. You guys were all great, and may the best win. I'm going to be doing a short song. Hey, hey, young, hey, young, na yo, na young, na yo, na young, na ya ho, na ya, hey, young, she, yeah, to attention na ashia, hey, young, she, yeah, to attention na ashia, hey, young, na yo, na young, na yo, na young, na ya ho, na ya, hey, young, nikaya na zan day, nichna hoyet na day, to attention na ashia, hey, young, nikaya na zan day, nichna hoyet na day, to attention na ashia, hey, young, na yo, na young, na yo, na young, na ya ho, na ya, hey, young, yeah.
Thank you, Ellery. Now I will also provide a presentation of my journey as Miss PHS Princess for 2019-2020.
I think you can share your screen.
Share my screen?
Yeah.
So I am Miss Pinion. I am Miss Pinion High School Princess for 2019-2020. I am an activist, athlete. I am an artist, athlete, and activist. I am doing pottery. I also run cross country, basketball, and I did track and field. All my life, family and tradition were prioritized, and it was highly important for us as a family unit. 2020 started great. I won as Miss PHS, which I didn't believe could happen. I participated in community events and advocated for small everyday changes within the home that are environmentally and sustainably acceptable. My last appearance before COVID was as Miss PHS Princess in Diné College last year in December. Unfortunately, everything changed due to the pandemic, and since then, social distancing and wearing masks have become the norm. Quarantine has become our new reality. As a result, I began assisting my community through the nonprofit organization TNA, effectively providing proper PPE, hand sanitizer, hay, and other essential and necessary items to community members who did not have the resources or the time to do it themselves. As I quickly learned, due to COVID-19, in-school learning was suspended. And I quickly learned that the classroom was everywhere. in one of the photos, I am with my uncle and I am gaining information on castrating a horse. I am also building an outhouse, that dealt with a lot of construction and math, and I was able to paint it, which thrilled me a lot. And thanks to my family, I was also able to delve deeper into a lot of interests that I already had, such as clay. In one of the photos, you see me and my other family members, my cousins, siblings, collecting clay locally near my auntie's home. Being home also allowed me to participate in a sweat lodge, which allowed me to express my emotions, which was very helpful with everything that was going on, and gain more information and knowledge about certain songs that create healing. And so I wish good luck to the next PHS Princess for 2020-2021. This year is definitely going to be interesting. And I will now give a short song that I learned in one of the sweat lodges I participated in. Hey yo, hi yo, and yo, he yo, hey ya na, hu ya na, we ya na, he yo. Hey yo, hi yo, and yo, he yo, hey ya na, hu ya na, we ya na, he yo. Hey ya na, hu ya na, we ya na, he yo, we ya na, he yo, we. He yo, oh, he yo, oh, hey ya na, hu ya na, we ya na, he yo, he yo, oh, he yo, oh, hey ya na, hu ya na, we ya na, he yo, hey ya na, hu ya na, we ya na, he yo, we ya na, he yo. Thank you.
Thank you, Michaela. Great job. We can both agree that has been a very interesting year to represent our schools. Now I'd like to turn the time over to Ms. Rachel Denny, PAMS Assistant Principal, to announce the winner for PAMS Princess 2020-2021 and for the high school winners.
Yate Adon Anthony ya Kiani Shot Kanesani Bashichin Squidich at Chego. As a client Chanel, my name is Rachel Denny. I am Pinion Accelerated Middle School's Assistant Principal. First, I would like to thank everyone that is on Facebook Live that are joining us and everyone here. It takes a lot to create this, and I would like to acknowledge our current Miss PAMS for stepping up and putting the initiation to put this forward. So thank you to Ellery for everything you've done for our school. You represented us very well, and of course to your family. And thank you again to Michaela for what you do, culture, and your tradition, how you identify yourself as a young Diné woman. Yeah. So with further ado, I know we're all anxious and on the edge of our seat, our couches, anywhere. I'm here to announce our new, our runner-up. We only had 2 contestants. So our runner-up for Pinion Accelerated Middle School Pageant is Chanel Bigay with 144 points. Our new Miss Pinion Accelerated Middle School is Kaylana Nelwood with 212 points. Congratulations, Kaylana. Good job. We're very proud.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to Pinion High School with 234 points. Our runner-up is Michaela Bigay. Our new Miss Pinion High School with 289 points is Ariel Bigay. Congratulations, girls. Good job. I hope that you will continue to be able to represent our Pinion Unified School District and community well. You have our genuine support. Anything you need, we will do our best to come and support you as a unified school district. شيء كنت سووا هيك ستو يا
Congratulations, Kaylana and Ariel. I know you'll do a great job representing our schools and district. Now we'll have Ms. Chi, the principal of PAMS, offer closing remarks.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Ms. Chi. I'm the Pageant Accelerated Middle School principal. She to hana nishledo to heglini bashes chin to the chini dashichedo hanagni dashanella lay tana Georgia dat nasha. I just wanted to thank everybody for joining us this evening. Thank you to all the special guests that we had here this evening. Thank you to the contestants and their families. Thank you for showing us and sharing your wonderful talents with everybody here this evening. I do want to acknowledge the Office of Miss Indigenous ASU, also our former PUSD royalty and their families for all the work that they put in for the pageant this evening and throughout the last year. Our security officer here, Mr. Davis Maho, who donated the Miss Pam sash. Thank you again for that. And also last but not least, the pageant committee. The pageant committee did put in a lot of work to have this virtual pageant this evening. I'd like to leave you with one last message. All the contestants here this evening, all the families that are watching, is to really have courage I think with this whole pandemic, we've learned that time is precious here, and use your time wisely and have that courage to accomplish your goals that you've set for yourself. So thank you again for joining us this evening. Thank you to everybody that joined us on Facebook Live, and have a wonderful evening. And congratulations to our new Miss PAMS and our new Miss PHS.
I would like to say something. First of all, to the new PHS Princess, I have your sash here along with the runner-ups, Matt Caleb Bigay and Natalie Shepard. Thank you so much for participating, and I know it's very nervous and nerve-wracking. So I have the sash and the gifts for those who participated. And thank you. It takes a lot to actually do something like this, and this is a very innovative way to begin the new pageants. Thank you.
I also have the prizes for the contestants. So you're supposed to come to, or for the middle school, so you're supposed to come to the middle school to pick up your presents and prizes, and the sash for Kaylana, and also the crown. So take care of it. Great job, you guys. Very proud. Yeah, I want it.
If I may ask really fast before everyone starts leaving, could we take a picture really fast, if that's okay with everyone? And maybe do a pitchfork. If you're not a Sun Devil, that's okay. But if that's okay with everyone. And this was going to be posted on the MMI ASU Facebook and Instagram as well. So just take this chat off. Okay, so if you want to do the pitchfork, you just hold your hand out like this, and then you can count like your fourth finger, and your thumb, you go like right there. So perfect. Oh. Perfect. Thank you all so much. It was an honor to be here with you all tonight. Thank you, Sapa.
Okay, the live stream part is stopped, so we are still recording, but I'll stop that too. Let me see. Stop.